Hey everybody, I'm starting off this project with this foam board that you could get from Dollar Tree. And I am not very good at drawing out stars, so I Google imaged a star template and just cut that out. And I'm using this to trace out two stars on the foam board. And once I had both of those traced out, you want to just use a very sharp box cutter or an X-Acto knife to cut both of those tracings right out. And then once those are cut out, I'm using some of these Jenga blocks that you could also get from Dollar Tree. I'll be using this adhesive glue. It's a great substitute for E6000. And I'm just placing those on the back of those Jenga blocks with a mixture of hot glue. Placing those on one side of the star. And once those were placed down, I went over the top of those with some more of that mixture of the hot glue with adhesive glue. And I just put that second cutout right on top. So now to cover up those edges, I just grabbed some more foam board and I just laid it out along the edge to find the size that I would need for the width and the length of each piece. So use a pen or pencil to mark where the size is, and then just use your X-Acto knife or box cutter to trim those pieces right up. Once I had that figured out, I just applied some hot glue and just placed those pieces all along the edges. And I just did this all throughout the rest of the star until all the edges were completely covered. So now I'm just going to go in with some paint and I'm going to be showing you how to create a faux rust look. So the first coat of paint I'm using is a light gray chalk paint. So I made sure to paint the front and back and all of the edges with this colored chalk paint. And then you want to just allow that to completely dry. So now using some orange, black, brown, and the white is actually optional. This is just acrylic paint. I'm using a chippy brush. So first I'm using the black acrylic paint. You want to just have a small amount of this paint on your paintbrush and you just want to start dabbing that all throughout the star. While that is still wet, I then used my brown paint, started dabbing that as well. And again, while that is still wet, I went over it with the orange acrylic paint and just started dabbing right over it as well. I felt like it was a little too orange, so I went back over it with some more brown acrylic paints just to even it out. Blending is key when doing this method, so just keep dabbing until you have the look that you want. And if you want this to come out a little bit lighter, you could add some of that white acrylic paint, but I prefer to leave that acrylic paint out and just leave it the way that it is. And there you go, guys. Now you just created this adorable rustic metal star decor for your house. I hope this inspires you to create your own. If it did, please be sure to sprinkle the love. Thank you so much, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Bye.